This is a live stream. It's playing multiplayer on a server that I've had established for a while as a base of operations for Old John and the Golden Arrows. If you'd like to join that server, head into your unofficial Ark Ascended menu and just type in Stomping Grounds or Stomping, and then hit refresh, because this is the process that Ark requires nowadays for non-Nitrado hosted servers, and this server's been up for a long time. Don't worry about, this is not the password protected ones. If you happen to see Stomping Ground from Sparky's, they just named theirs that recently because of the popularity of the one we're talking about. So, not doing password protected. Yeah. So what we're looking for is SG Stomping Grounds PvE 3x. Although realistically, it's a lot more players of more commonly. It being Sunday afternoon, people are out doing stuff, and Scorched Earth hasn't launched, and most of the people who've been playing this since day one, like myself, have gone ahead and, they've gone well on to breeding and taming and all that other stuff a long time ago. But I told my tribe we would be playing with the long game in mind, so not to rush through things right away. And that has benefited us because we're still able to say that as of right now, we still haven't done officially the tech cave, and that has been, I think that's the last thing we have left to do. A couple of the players on our tribe have done that, but they did it as like they joined in with somebody else, but our tribe as a whole hasn't gone in with that as a tribe battle yet. And the reason I haven't primarily is because of timing. We just didn't have the time for it, but also because the only thing you really get out of the tech cave that you need is the tech binoculars at the ascended level. And only our breeder needed that, so we sent him in ahead of everybody else. And that's not why I play Ark, but I will be doing the ascended thing, or ascension rather, cave eventually here. I just want to kind of do it a little bit slower, as everybody's complaining about Scorched Earth, and I will be playing Scorched Earth. I want to do it as a mechanism to transition to the Scorched Earth platform. So you'll see me play the Tech Cave battle. I might do it with other people. I might just do it alone, I'm not sure. But it will be how I transition into the start of the Scorched Earth map when that finally launches. So this is the location that we consider kind of our home base for now. This is the workshop. And I'm hoping the audio isn't too loud. I think it's balanced out here. By the way, every time I check my OBS software, it's going to mute the audio from the game, I think. So let me double check that real quick before I get started here. Yeah, so that mutes the game audio. And it's hard to check in and out. I don't have a good way to check it. So I'm just kind of crossing my fingers that everything's working, because I've had it working before. So here we are back in the game. Awesome. So you'll find there's a lot of decorations in here. Nothing in here is out of the ordinary as far as like, you saw our mod list. We have the new raptor bird thing. That's the official mod. And then we also have quality of life. So quality of life is probably going to get replaced by superstructures if it has the same kind of components. The primary reason that our server uses quality of life is because there are a lot of breeders on the map, and since the breeders on the map are kind of like the people who were the leftovers from when their tribes were big and everybody sort of got bored, the breeders are the ones that are left playing. There's probably about 14 or 15 breeders on the Ark that are pushing breeds beyond the normal limits. I've done a little bit of that as well, but the reason why this is important to have quality of life for your breeders is that they come with this propagator thing where you can put in cryopods and gasoline, and start fire it up essentially, and then whatever the cryopods are in here, they don't have to be just like one male and one female. They can be one male and multiple females, but they will generate out a breed based on whatever you put in there, and you can just walk away. So animals that are like the Uteranus, they normally put eggs out, but like for example down here I have my Ovis stacked, and this is effectively a meat farm now. So whenever I need to, I'll put gas in here, generate eggs from the Ovis, which is, I know that's weird, but it is what it is. It allows you to store them. I've got probably a good handful of them over here. Yeah, so like level 135 is not too bad. I had a handful of ones with mutations. I need to find the mutation ones in my list and get those in there instead, because what I'm looking for is health mutations in the Ovis. I don't care about anything else. And I have a handful of them over here in cryos. I should probably look through really quick. Yeah, so there's one with mutations. I'll have to have my guy look at it and see if that mutation is in health or not. But looking at the health numbers, it doesn't look like it is. Hard to tell, actually, because I do have a couple of these leveled. It's a lower level, too, so I don't know, whatever. I'll have a look at it, but there's a mutation there. Might be color. And, again, another mutation. Looking at the health there, it doesn't look like it's in the health side. One more. 696 seems to be the common point for all of these so far. So like if it's lower than 690, if it's higher than 696, we'll pull it from here and use it for breeding. But okay, so there's 720, but it's a male, so I don't really care per se. But it is a level 135. I'm gonna check and see what I have in the bin already. These are all 720s. 720, 720. 720 seems to be the number to beat for unleveled. I'm trying to see what we had already in here. 696 and 720. So the male was 720, female is 696 and has one mutation. So the generation is off of that for the most part. I don't know if the eggs show anything yet. I don't remember. Yeah, so it won't. It'll show. Wait, hang on a second. It does. Go into Ovis. So you can see the plus 24 there on the health. So anything that's, you know, if we can get up higher than like 40 or something on the health, then that would be great. But these are all pretty low level to begin with. Yeah, I've got some otters and some other things in here that I need to breed out. But as of right now, there is enough health on one sheep. For example, this is one that's leveled out, so you got 2,300 health. If we could get that up to like 1,700 or whatever, we could generate enough meat from one slaughter to feed the entire base when we have all of our battle Rexes leveling. Right now, I don't think anything's really using the meat because I've got all the meat eaters for the most part, except for a handful of the birds tucked away in cryo. I'm just sort of leaving this guy here as he's the next slaughter animal. This is a barn, by the way, that I built out pretty much, I don't know, it wasn't exactly day one because we were working on another base at the time, but it's pretty close to day one. And this is where we tucked away our Oviraptor. There's a couple things in here we should probably pull. This egg, looks like its health is going down a little bit, not sure why. I don't even know why we have that egg in there, actually. That's not our normal breeding pair. But I'll pull it, because I'm going to be doing some other stuff today, and Rexes take a hot second to grow up. These are all the like max leveled baryonyx. I should probably pull those and stick them in a fridge, because the health is really low on that. Yeah, it's spoiling out pretty quick. Okay, well, I'll do that later. Yep. So right now, let's get this Rex kind of cooking, and then I can do other things while I'm moving around. So this is our area. We're far enough away from the fertilized egg Oviraptor. This little Oviraptor just pulls normal eggs, if I remember correctly. So nothing special there. And then the animals over there, for the most part, are just for harvesting. But yeah, we'll drop in this egg here. and go from there. All right. As far as time goes, it's about a half hour. Like I said, we're on a 3x boost right now, so should be good. This is the rest of the eggs that are in need of breeding out. Actually, I don't know what Spino that is. I think that's something that was gifted to us. We might want to pull that one and breed it out too. We apparently had some Spinos here at some point. I don't know, but let's go ahead and get that guy going as well. The rest of these, like the Stegos and the Uties and things like that, anything that's an otter or a Megaloceros. I didn't know we had Megaloceros here. Interesting. Do we have two? No. Just two male Megaloceroses that are eggs. It's crazy. Okay. Why do I have the Megaloceros in here? Ah, whatever. Doesn't matter. We'll come back to it. In the meantime, we got the Spino here as well, so let's go ahead and pop that one. Alright, so just checking a look real quick. 22 minutes on a Spino egg. 28 minutes on that. So we'll do all the prep work for the cave run now. And one of the things I like to do for cave runs is to prepare like a loaded out version, and also prepare a if I lose all my stuff, all my gear, etc., to have a backup or two ready to rock. So first things first, I need to remember which one of these is mine. I think it's this one. And I apparently parked too high up, so get that guy down here. Why is it not whistling? There it goes. Okay. And stop all. And we're just going to go over to his tail because it's closest to the ground. Hop on. And now we're flying around on the bug. We do need to harvest metal and things like that at some point, but I haven't been using a lot of that stuff. I know the guys were expecting me to, but it wasn't worth it. So BM load is where my, I think that was my cave loading. Yeah, so I've got a couple otters in here. Heck, I got to go up and get my other otter. I've got an RG on cryo here. This RG actually needs to be parked wherever I put my spawn point. So sometimes I'll have a spawn point nearby to where the cave entrance is. But that's just kind of a backup. I need to generate a handful of sleeping bags and tuck them in here. By the way, if you hear stuff in the background, it's just my family come home. And the sleeping bag will generate like a spawn point. You can drop those in the cave. And I don't have anything battle yet because we're not doing battle. I do not know why I have a slingshot, so that's gonna go. It must have been a drop or something random. The rest of this is all fine. So what I need to make sure that I have enough of is cryopotted otters, just in case. These are like the burner otters. And then I'll need a handful more grappling hooks for this particular cave. And a handful more sleeping bags, and then we're going to put some foods and stuff in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the foods. I've been making them pretty non-stop because the material supply that we have is pretty high. Sorry about the noise, it's really high out here. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. Clear item there. This is the quality of life thing where you can drag stuff in easily. So we're going to go with consumables crafted. I need to get energy brews made up, so let's go ahead and pull enough to make, let's go with 200, maybe 300. See if there's enough for that. Okay, so we've got enough to make 300 of those. Ooh, stop. Stable autocraft. I don't want a whole bunch of colors. Hang on. Alright, cool. So this is just made one. Let's get the clear that. Clear it? No? Whatever, I'll just do this the old-fashioned way. So I've got enough for 100, it looks like. but it won't let me do more than 100 automatically, so turn off. Medical brew? No, energy brew is the one we want clear. I don't know why it won't clear. Let's close this, open back up again. Alright, whatever. Yeah, whatever. That I don't understand. That might be one of those QOL glitches where you can't clear the auto-crafted item. But anyways, whatever. We'll just let this keep going. 100's fine for now. I don't need to make meat, so I don't have that reference point, but I do need to check this. We have plenty of stuff cooking in there. Gunpowder, all this stuff is all good. Let's see here. I don't want to use a lot of the materials for shotgun shells and stuff. These are all the things I've set up for ready to rock, but it looks like we're rolling a little bit low on shotgun shells, so let's go ahead and make those. So when I see what I'm wearing, so I'm currently wearing battle gear, which is fine, just needs to be repaired. I'm trying to remember when I last was in here what I was doing. I guess I must have been running caves with battle gear on. The problem with caves is most of them have the limitation that your character, if you run into the centipedes, the Alcaflora, the centipedes can destroy pretty much any armor, all the way up to tech. In fact, unless I'm wrong, ASA's got somewhat of the same rule set as ASE had. Arthropleura can also destroy tech gear, and if I remember correctly, they're one of the only animals in the game that can destroy tech structures as well. So that can be a bit of a pain. I used to wear organic polymer, and I've run out of organic polymer, it looks like, so I might do, while we're waiting for those eggs to pop, I might do a organic polymer run. But the rest of this, let's just go ahead and make shotgun shells. So we'll see, let's craft 100 of them, 200, 300. I don't know if I have enough for 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 600 is about what we had. So that should be enough. 200 is usually all you need for a battle. Alright, I want my stuff back here, so let's stick that in there. Let's drop off some of these tributes in the tributes box. Kind of running short on space in the tributes box actually, so we're going to end up having to change that out. But so the last run that I did was Artifact of the Clever. I think we've got Artifact of the Hunter. I dumped a ton of those in here. Artifact of the Immune. Pack Cave is my least favorite right now. We can get Strong and all that stuff as well, but for today we're just going to go and get Massive. Don't think we have another one in here of Massive. Yeah, so we need to go get Massive. We're going to be doing Broodmother harvesting, primarily because the Megatherium that I have are able to, if I take a Rex and a couple Rex and a Megatherium stack in with me solo, I can do like Gamma Broodmother with taking basically no damage and just repeat it over and over again for harvesting. I know that the Monkey is probably the best one to do that with, but I don't have the artifacts for it right now, and I'm basically just trying to min-max until my tribe comes back from vacation. Alright, so we need to get Pelagornis. This is our kind of runabout stuff, so anything that you need is pretty much in here. I think Fishy was mine, I can't remember, but what we need is a Pella, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up the blue one, Scuttle. Wait, no, not Scuttle. Beak. Scuttle. I'm trying to remember which one is the heaviest weight. That's 472, 580, 590. So we'll take this one. Beak is kind of a generic one for the team. Scuttle, anything that's got a W on it is owned by one of the guys and prefers not to have other people use it, so that's fine. Cool. It really doesn't matter. So what we're basically just doing is, because this is a PvE server, we don't have the ability to create penguin farming. You can generate penguins, you can breed them, tame them, whatever you want, but if you kill a penguin, it doesn't make any sense to bother, effectively, because if you're within reasonable distance like we are now, you can just fly over and harvest them, and don't have to worry about like breeding them and having them all kind of in your space. When I say penguin, if you look it up on Dododex, it won't be called penguin, or in the art wiki, it'll be the Karakuru or something like that. I can't pronounce it very well, but penguin, that's all they are, it's the king penguin. So here we go. There's a handful of them here. By the way, if you see graininess and whatnot, that's just a thing that does now. I'm used to. Penguins are funny because, like, they are actually aggressive. By the way, this area here with all the junk on the snow and whatnot always makes me sad, because when I played Ark the first time, like not ASA but like another, the very first Ark, I did so before the island had glaciers, and I built my base in this general area, and so like when they did the update and they added glaciers to the map, they didn't really give anybody warning back then. They just sort of did stuff. So now I suppose, but it buried my base in the glacier and made it inaccessible, so like I lost all of my stuff. Didn't have tires or anything like that back then, so nothing, you couldn't get anything out from behind the mesh. It was just, yeah, it was no good. So that was my first experience in Ark. It was not a good time. By the way, I'm currently playing with my HUD off just because it's cleaner look, but every time I harvest one of these, it pulls like 20 or 30 organic polymer. This guy's out here. Tiger in this area is an unusual spawn. I need to get this baby though, because the babies have like 100 usually. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. This tiger is driving me bonkers. I'm just gonna fly over here for a second and take some pot shots at him, and also see what my guy is complaining about. Oh, water, of course. Easy enough. Let's go on over here and drink some water. Alright, so... Oh yeah, this is also not a thing I'm a fan of. Ark, depending on which direction you mount from, determines which direction your character is facing. And it's just, I don't understand it. I don't know why it does that now. It's really annoying. It was like something they had set up for the Rhino Napha, which is the big bug. And then it just sort of translated to all the saddles. By the way, if you don't have an auto clicker in Ark set up, which I used to, but I upgraded my laptop recently, I should probably do that, because you can be clicking a lot. Great way to burn out your mouse. Alright, whatever. So, as an example, here's a baby, or a female juvenile or whatever. And as they die, they take, 360. Now, we are on 3x. You probably noticed that when I logged in. 3x server, so, like, normally it wouldn't be quite that high, but it's still way more effective to take on the babies of the juveniles rather than the rest of the team, or rather than the rest of the parents who are harvesting qualities. The quality, sorry, what I mean by quality is the quantity, sorry. It also depends on your Pelagranus's hit or melee attack. So most of the math in Ark is based on a percentage drop, and that percentage drop is then like a percentage drop based on the value that the animal would normally have on its own stats, as well as the percentage that your animal's melee skills give it. So like that one was only 108, the other one was 283, so it was a higher level animal. And then your melee damage on your animal ups the percentage chance of you getting higher value extractions, basically. We're not going to do much more with this. The weight on this is okay, but I'm going to go ahead and bump this up because then the percentage chance is higher and I don't need to hit as many penguins in order to receive the payout, as it were. So let's see if we can find one more juvenile just as a reference point. Come on down here. I think this one's a juvenile. Yeah. So, adolescent. Good enough. Level 65. Give me 168. This level's probably similar because, yeah, these are all the same family. So, 168. Let's see what this one's leveled out at. Level 30. So, it'd be like 130, I'm guessing. Nope, just 84. Try to find the highest level one here. It's all the same family. Right, well, I don't need that much, so we're gonna go ahead and fly back, and I should be able to fix this when I'm back at the workshop. By the way, if you are playing this game on anything other than like you know, a really high-end graphics card, you pretty much have to turn all of the graphics down. I am playing at 180, or like basically HD. Though the format on this is a little bit different. You see some glitching on it occasionally. But it's only on this game. This laptop usually plays everything else pretty well. I do have settings that I can use to turn off things like the sky box. It's not a skybox in Ark, it's actually dynamically created clouds. And it does impact the frames per second, but it also impacts the light in the game. So if you shut off the clouds and the fog and all that stuff, diffuse light goes away and everything just goes really stark high contrast. So if you see people playing and streaming and it looks like a cartoon, that's why. They've shut off all their light refractions. But I like the soft light quality here, and of course it looks better without the HUD. Wish there was a way to make it so that whatever you were targeting showed its information in like a lower left or lower right, but anyways. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and fly right into the workshop and recryo the bird, but so let's offload this organic polymer first. Should be able to carry that. Still, I think I'm pretty loaded up actually. I'm overloaded. That's okay. While I'm here, I can use this, and I'll put the. I guess I'll just dump all that. One of the other things about quality of life is we use the QOL transfer device, and I've got it set for advanced transfers. And I've set up a couple presets that make this just faster, but materials is one of them. I think that I set up organic polymer in here as well. Yeah, so doing that. And these are all just going to go to the bin because there's no place to put organic polymer. It doesn't refrigerate. So it's basically in here now. And it'll decay pretty quickly. So if you got things to make that can use organic polymer, it's probably a good time to go ahead and do it every time you bring back some. You can use organic polymer to make your ascendant weaponry and things like that. I kind of don't want to respec right now though, because that's not the point of today, so I'm not going to bother doing it. You can always get more later. Alright, you might be asking why I put on ghillie there. It's skinned, so it would normally look like that, but that looks terrible. And so we put on the cosmetics. In this case, it's one of the sweaters from the Christmas gear stuff. And the reason that I do that is because it's a math game. See, they've got a heat resist and a cold resist. And you can see here the cold resist on the metal armor or the flak armor is pretty high, but the heat resist is a negative number, so it ends up adding heat to your character while you're running around, and it gets a little hot on the island these days. So these are all adding heat, and then what you're looking for is a heat resist versus cold resist of your character down here. Some of this is tempered by your fortitude, so as you ramp your fortitude up, you get more heat resist and cold resist math. That's a percentage game, basically. But as of right now, heat resist is much lower than cold resist, and we're in the mountains, so that makes sense for me. But I'll be going to a lava cave, so I don't want to be in the negative numbers on heat resist, because then the character will burn through food and water and stuff way quickly. So we're going to go ahead and just not wear the metal armor all the way across until I need it, until I have nothing left. The other thing you're going to want to do in the game, and there's a lot going on, I know, is go ahead and make yourself some of these stews that are like the base game stuff, but specifically Kalian soup, because it helps keep your hyperthermic insulation, which is your heat resist, basically. So because we're going to a hot cave, I'm going to go ahead and take quite a few of those. And there's no problem running, again, this is a percentage addition to whatever you have already. It's, there's no problem running extras. Focal chili, lots of stuff, but the primary thing for caving that you want out of focal chili is the speed increase. So we're going to go ahead and pull some of those, because that's going to be important for running in and out of these caves, especially if we have to do caves, you have to kind of run away from where the artifacts spawn. This one's also useful if you're going into a cave that has underwater, but I like it because it also has extra health regeneration, and you are going to get hit. There's just no way around it. Caves are full of little things that mob you, so the mobs are pretty aggressive. I'm going to leave Mind Wipe here. I know it says usable once every 24 hours, but the server mod has set this up so that you can use them as often as you want, so it's not a big deal. Flurry of Flurry is for for cold environment, and then Cotter. So this is, I mean, it's fine, but I don't need it for this particular map. This also fine, but I don't need it for this map. This is not bad. Steadying your aim, etc. Probably not going to be terribly important right now. Dora Stew is good. This is melee damage and stand regen, and you do want to be able to run fast in the cave and have your stand regen quickly, because that's just, you run in the cave, basically. So you're not going to need all of these for one cave, but I'm going to be in there for a while. So I already have quite a bit of these made. I don't need that many. Pull like 100 of them, I guess. 125 is fine. Yeah, that'll be enough. And then the Froth of Enlightenment. I do need to make a lot more of these. I lost some of these in the previous cave run. I was trying to tame an Arthropleura and had difficulty doing so, but these are what the Arthropleura needs for the taming process. And because you have to sneak up on them, it's kind of difficult to do. So I'll come back to that another night. It's not today. Go ahead on our box down here and drop in the gear that I don't need that's duplicated. I need to go grab some more parachutes, but let's go ahead and see if we've got any. We've got some parachutes here, so let's just do that for now. I don't think anyone else on my team even uses the parachutes. And tell you what, where's my current shield? Let's go ahead and swap those out. I like this wooden shield though, because you can repair it on the fly. So we would just keep that in my inventory just to get the bug. And oh, there are some more. So at least 3 more. We'll probably make some more on the fly. And let's see what else do we have in here that we should probably take with us for this run. I don't need torches, but I'll take one because you can light stuff on fire with it. Wait a minute, is that my original shield? 2076? No, it's not. So this is my original shield. This is the one I found. I gotta dye it so I know it's mine. And I think that's gonna be all. This jar of water needs to be in the fridge, so I'm gonna put that over here. And you're probably noticing that I'm running pretty slowly now. You do want to take a water jar that's frozen. It's pretty helpful for this cave. But some of this stuff I'm just gonna... Oop, I gotta go some food, sorry. Some food in here. It's kind of heavy, but it'll help. What are we carrying that's super heavy right now? Probably these. And that. Don't need that, but that's alright. It's no big deal. I'm gonna have to go dump some stuff in the bug before I get totally loaded down here. So yeah, let's go just dump stuff in the bug and then I'll come back. I think when I do, I don't know if this cave is the best cave for Arthropleura taming, but when I finally do the Arthropleura taming stream, I'm going to take bug spray and stuff with me as well. Because that should be useful. Alright, so again, kind of coming in here, put this thing in here, some more of these, drop those in. Oops. Those, and just for now, I'm going to go ahead and put these in here, and we'll pull off of the bug when we get to the space. Yep. I like using narc arrows in the caves, because you can tape cave animals. Occasionally worthwhile. Okie dokie. So, now I need to go check on my animals here in a bit, but... So grab some food. Just go ahead and take a few of those. Just a couple of those. Okay. These are cakes and drinks that I did custom crafting for, respect my character and made. And the white jello, also kind of useful. It's probably going to be a little bit too heavy for this cave exploration, but this is basically just a ton of stamina and food. It's only made out of stimberries, that's all that's on there. Stimberries, and then my character was spec'd, I think it was at 100, level 100, I'd spec'd entirely for crafting, and crafted that up with focal chili, and was able to crank out kind of ridiculous numbers. Could probably do better now. I kept the kept the recipes, so I could probably go back and redo them, but it's not really necessary. These are already way above what they need to be for what we use them for. Okay, and just because I do want a few things to get used and turn into raw, like spoiled meat for taming in the caves, then I'm going to leave that there. I think we're ready to rock for cave run here soon, so go ahead and dump this in there. I'm just going to go up and get my otter, which is up here in my room, in my loft area. One of the guys over here, Wander, created this loft, and it didn't used to be quite so glary. I'm not sure what's going on. Somewhere up here. Oh wait, did I put him in here? I don't know if I did. I did, yeah, okay. So the otter, I need to name this otter so that I know it's for caving. Let's go ahead and get him out here. Oh no, you're over the edge. Don't worry, buddy. Alright. I hate naming otters because they always die after I name them, but let's just call it Caver 1. Actually, no. You know what? Let's name it Herschel Backpack. The last backpack I had was the L.L. Bean backpack, and she died. And I lost quite a bit of stuff when that happened, which was not cool. So yeah, not a fun day. Let's go in here and check out our eggs, see how they are. Oh, here we are. The Spino's ready to rock. Here we go, Spino. Come on over here, buddy. Get you going on this end. I think Spinos eat more than just fish. Oh, it's stuck. Those bigger animals get stuck on the stairwells occasionally. So we're gonna tuck them into the cryopod. And it doesn't need to be this close to the nanny, but this is again one of those quality of life things, so let's see here. What does Nanny have? Nanny's got some mutton and some fish, so that's good. I also need to have enough material food in this bin then to support the entire process of the animal growing up, essentially. Looks like fish was the first thing to go in. That's unfortunate. What I need to see is if, I can't remember if Spinos can eat just normal meat. I think they can, but let's take a look real quick here. Because the fish is not as easy to come by. Okay, so we go fish. The normal meat also consumes. Okay, cool. So fish shouldn't be the problem. The other question then is, does he eat raw mutton? Because if they eat raw mutton, then I can harvest, or I can leave them with food enough to spare here. So food, 341, 38, 40, yeah, okay, so they'll eat raw mutton as well. Fantastic, cool. Alright, if you are a child, shield your eyes. There is a lot of slaughter in this game. And we're gonna check and see if there's any levels to add. There aren't. So here we go. And then the knife. I'm just harvesting meat and fur and hide and all that stuff that you need. So, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and put presets here. This is gonna be feed. And we should have raw mutton in here now as well. Yep, there it is. And then also personal inventory. So we're going to go ahead and jump that into the trough. But yeah, there you go. 1,000 off of that one guy. And I've got hide and fur that came off of that as well. And I need to transfer that. Thankfully, this button allows me to do that. We can drop that directly. Just make sure I've got that set up properly. Hide. Make sure this is all done, and we'll just transfer that right over to the primary bin. My cat has decided that today is the day to crawl onto my lap. She's trying to get me to not be playing games. What do you want? You just roll. Sit down. You go. Yeah, you can't block the airflow though, so you're gonna have to go there. There you go. I know it's not the angle you like, but you can sit there. All right, done talking to my cat. Now, we'll stick stack. Actually, you know what? The meat stacks higher in this version, or this where the server is set up. We'll stick a stack of meat in there, and that should be more than enough to get the Spino up. Looks like our Rex has popped. Ooh, it's crazy looking. Come on, Rexy. We're gonna go back over here. Same thing. We just need to make sure that there's enough food to support both the Rex and the Spino as they grow up. Alright, so now the Rex is already getting mutton. Fantastic. The QOL will give me imprinting, so I don't have to stand around while it's imprinting. But it does mean that if we're going to have both of these coming in here, I'm going to have another... Yeah, I don't know if it's best idea to do this. Hang on a second. How much meat do we have in here? Decent amount. That's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Let's see if there's any other raw meat just hanging around somewhere, like in a fridge. Nope. No, there isn't. Oh, wait, there must be, because that was a number much higher than I have here, so... Let's see here. Yeah, so there's another trough over here that's closer to the workshop, so that the animals over by the workshop can reach it. That should be enough. I think, if I had to guess, this baby Rex is from somebody else's pile. Calamity, Rusty, Rex 3, blah blah blah. Nope. This is ours. It's all our stuff. I don't know why that Rex was in there. But it's purple underneath. It looks like it's a mutation, so that's kind of neat. What does it say? There's not that many mutations in it. But it's decent base health. Whatever. Be good to have on the team. So we'll just leave it be. Those two can do their thing. And off we go. We're gonna go see if I can get the massive. Let me make sure I have. I was gonna make some more grapples. That's what it was. I always get distracted on our thing. Forget to make grapples. So let's do that real quick. Since I respec so often, I have grappling hook in here. So let's go ahead and get in here. We're gonna run grapples. And I don't need 300 of them, but 20, probably 20 is a good number. And they're pretty heavy. They're like 1 weight each, so if you got 20 of them in the pack, that's 20 weight. And if your character isn't expected to weight, that can be a little bit much. I have my character spec for a decent amount of weight, decent amount of health, stamina's okay, we use a lot of stuff with that. I have melee damage pretty low, which is kind of not good for caving. But I'm also just trying to avoid having to fight for the most part up front, like hand to hand. So I'm gonna go. Did I grab him? I did grab him. Sometimes that happens. You run out and you end up not having had what you thought you had. All right, so we're gonna dump those in here and we get a decent amount of stuff. And let's go ahead and head on over to the cave massive. And yeah. So right now it being dark, if you don't know your way around the island, this can be a little confusing. You'll see me pull up a map occasionally. I do have all of the caves marked on the map. And at some point in the future, I'll do a run to show all of the bases and things that we have. But the primary reason that I'm doing these cave runs right now and the way that I'm doing them is because I want just enough element to get a transmitter set up so that we can do boss runs from the workshop area there. And then once I have enough a transmitter set up and I'm doing boss runs from the workshop, then I'll focus on doing other caves to get the materials necessary to run teleporters to our secondary and tertiary bases. Right now our primary is the workshop, secondary is, I call it Rex Fort or Fort Rex or whatever, and that is down the kind of the eastern side of the river across from the eastern pinnacle of Redwoods Forest. And then the tertiary base, there's kind of two of them side by side, a little fort and what I call the church. And those are in the Redwoods Forest, not far from the Swamp Cave. Right now we have our primary and tertiary bases are set up near caves that are very good at generating blueprints when you go and get the drops. So that's the primary reason for those being where they are. Alright. So I've been streaming for about a half an hour, I think, so far. I'm going to double check really quickly to make sure that I haven't dropped frames. Sorry about the noise dip. It looks like we're still rolling, so go from here. Keep rolling. Yeah. Alright. See, this is what I was saying, we're in Ark, the skybox, the clouds are actually clouds. They're generated, I guess, polygons aren't, I don't know, I don't actually understand it totally, but that black thing that you see there is a cloud. You can fly through it. Same thing here. Like, it's not just a skybox. They're crazy, actually. So, clearly I'm not going to fly through the clouds. It's not practical. Alright, so where we're heading right now is the, it's called Cave Massive, or Massive Cave. I'm not really sure what the cave name is, but the artifact that's there is the Massive Artifact. That's just its title, not its size. I'm getting art distracted. There's a... That's a pretty color. I wonder... This is me getting really art distracted, guys. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Ah, no, never mind. Thank you, art, for not getting me that distracted. I would gladly have pulled a quetz. In fact, if you're ever trying to do cave exploration on the Ark and you don't have access to an otter, a quetz is your next best thing, because you can run the cave and then run out and drop the artifact in a box on a platform saddle, and just do that over and over again until you have farmed enough artifacts. Now, it does mean that you're going to go in and out of the cave, and therefore much more likely to have things respawn on you, but I mean, it's less than having to go back and forth across the island over and over again. So it's been a hot second since I've done this cave, so I'm a little disoriented in the dark here, but I think it's up here, almost where that green drop roughly is. I used to have a sea base set up out here, but I left the server. My previous laptop was really not working very well, and so I was logged off for about a week, and some of those structures decayed, and the only ones that didn't decay were the ones that the rest of my tribe were visiting regularly, so clearly should probably rebuild. I think people have built up in this area now though, so I probably can't. But I could drop a raft or something. It's like, basically, Ark used to have a very good use for rafts, but now if you drive your raft around, or if you park it in the middle of the sea or whatnot, then it's gonna get screwed up. Because, oh, I ran out of stam talking, so I have to land. So weird. There we go. I like dismounted before I hit the ground and it wouldn't let me remount. Okay. So just because I'm a little disoriented. Okay, yeah, we're not quite there yet. I try not to have to check the map all the time, but you know, that's why it's there. When the Rhinonathos got added to the Ark, and this was something in ASE, this was a while back, by then I wasn't even playing Island anymore, so this is in ASA is the first time I'd actually really used these. The process for getting them is kind of nutty, but yeah, if I remember correctly, I think this is the section. It's just hard in the dark to see everything. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Can't remember. No, not this. There's like a cove. This is it here. Alright, anyways, what I was saying about the boats and stuff in the island. I used to like the idea of using the rafts as a kind of, you could use it basically like a pirate game, basically. Sorry, it's super dark in the game right now. I'm trying to figure out where I am. There should be an entrance to the cave over here somewhere, I think. It's just hard to... not fun. I don't like being in the dark. Is this it? Yes, there's the cave entrance. Okay. So, like, nobody has set up over here yet. I'm actually thinking might be not a bad idea to set up a little base roller here. I do have the tools to make stuff. Let's do that real quick here. Let's just grab some wood and thatch and rock and make stone stuff here. Get stone. Make a stone pillar and ceiling and ramp. And I need a couple walls. Go with quite a bit more walls than that. I need to do a couple more walls. Need one more after this. More thatch. By the way, if you haven't played this game before, even though they don't really talk about it, different tools generate or harvest things better than others. And so you can pretty much always guarantee that a blunt weapon will create thatch and a sharp weapon will create wood as a percentage difference. Okay, and then a ceiling, another ceiling. And that should be enough just to get a box going here. Not sure if I can build in this area. This is close to a cave entrance. We're just going to have to find out where the closest point is that you can build. That's close enough. Area here has been blocked off, which is fine. I mean, that's good. That's why no one's built here, but I also don't want to be in a situation where I don't have a backup plan. So, sometimes in the middle of battle, you sort of lose track of things. Oh, it looks like they've expanded the no build spaces. And that's something our server does occasionally, is try to make it so that nobody griefs other people by blocking areas. With that in mind, though, I'm going to go ahead and make a couple more pillars, because I think we can build over here somewhere. Yeah. What's the distance? Right about here. Oops. Keep going. That's not too bad. What if I go over here though? Can I go over here? Nope. Go there. Can go up the hill. I don't want it to go up the hill because then I can't walk very easily. So this is the best you can do. And I'll just place it off the ground. And I do need to make a couple more ramps then. What do I need? Stone. It's easy. Yep, and those two more stone things there. And now I'll just put in the stone ceiling at the very top of that. And then these ramps will do just like this. Oops, where I get stuck in it. I'll back it off here. That. That'll work. So it's a nice winding stair up to a platform. Make the door at the front here. Yeah, let's just make it a normal door, double wide. That. If anybody has a problem with my box, they can come at me, bro. What can I make? Doors. Sure. Make a fiber door. I know it's not the door that matches that, but it's fine, whatever. This is just gonna be a I need some animals, man. I didn't grab any of that hide. I should have brought it with me. This is a bit of a waste of time. Where are the dodos when you need them? Somebody else breeding here. I don't know who those people are. At least that's good. I mean, that just means that there's people playing on the map that aren't actually on their Discord server. I was hoping I could attract something with hide. This is not good. I need some hide here. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go back to our little box. Make sure the door is set on it. And just gotta remember where they are, where I put this. And then kind of hoping I could find something. Gotta get some food. It's all on the bug. There's like nothing on this section of the island right now for some reason. Oh, I hear something flying around. Maybe we can go up there and harvest some hide if I don't have any in the bug. No hide in the bug. We do want to have a bed though, so let's get it. Let's get this guy here. Should be enough. I know, I've got to put some food in this guy's belly. But we're going to go ahead and dump this into my inventory. Did I crash it? It's possible I crashed it. Yep, crashed the game. Man, that is no good at all. No good at all. You guys can't see the crash notification. Just know that it is there. And it looks like it crashed for what? Something about a fence. I don't know. Get completed value failed. D3D fence. I don't know what that means. D3D fence. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. No good. See where we are. I think probably I was on the back of that bug. I'll probably be on the ground. I have woken up after a crash like this and still been in the air on the back of a Rhynionatha. Yeah. So about an hour in, looks like. And there's a variety of different reasons why Ark crashes sometimes, especially when it comes to the 3D rendering. But that Ark error is something that I used to get a lot in ASE until I realized that you could, and I know this sounds counterintuitive, but you could down tune the clock speed on your graphics card, and that would stabilize the game. I don't have that set up on my system right now. And getting an error code right now from YouTube. I don't actually care. Some viewers will experience buffering. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, that's fine. I don't really care about that. What did this open it up into? I don't even know what app this is. But anyways, so yeah, if you are experiencing a lack of consistency in this stream. I apologize. I'm not really in my control. Arc does that sometimes. So let's go ahead and jump right back in where I was. See if we can get this done. That is not spelled correctly. Here we are. Let's see where it is. The Arc manager has also mentioned, or server owner has also mentioned that the QOL mod is not as bug-free as they would prefer. Okay, yep. See, look, I was still standing on the back of the bug. That's crazy. Oh, backpack. I need to get the backpack. Come here, backpack. Alright, so we were in the process of attempting to eat. Food has been eaten. Eated is what Headbot said. Right, so let's leave some of my arrows in here. We've got the hide needed. See if we can make a bed really quick. Yep, all we need is one bed. And by the way, if you're like, why is he carrying a shield? Yeah, just note that I appreciate the shield's defensive capabilities. They have saved me in the past. And we're going to go ahead and put this in... Oops. No, back. We're going to go ahead and put this in here as massive backup. So there's that. That's my massive backup, is my spawn point. I don't usually like leaving those little spawn points all over the island, but nobody else is in this area, it looks like, so probably because nobody likes doing Broodmother. It seems to be like not really worth it for most people. But again, it's kind of coming down to a math game for me. Can I do a boss battle without taking any damage to my tames? And if I can, why would I not want to do that just like over and over and over again? So right, we're gonna go here and park the bug on the wall. Oops, you didn't park on the wall. Park on the wall, you booger. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now what do we need? Well, we don't need is all of these materials that I was using to make the bed and such with. And I don't mind having an extra cryopod. I probably should have actually more of those. But I don't. We're going to want to grab like 3, potentially 4 bags. Trying to remember if in need it's been a while since I've done this particular cave, and you might be asking, oh, why don't you just take a baryonyx or something like that with you? I should probably have one with me. I usually do, but going on foot is more entertaining for me personally. So we'll just take a handful of those. Take 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. This is just an exploratory run, essentially, because I need to figure out my strategy for this particular cave before I commit to sitting in it for the rest of the day. I've got food, I've got water. Take one of these. It's an extra stam boost, basically. And speaking of stamina, I don't need to harvest things while I'm in there. So we're going to go ahead and leave these tools here. I do like having those, but we're going to go ahead and put in, I don't think that many, but health and stamina into the hotbar. And now I've got just normal arrows. I've got trank arrows. I'm going to leave my QOL behind because I don't want to have to redo all of those if I lose it. I wish there was a way to make duplicates of it once you had a thing set up. And by the way, if you're playing single player and you don't mind kind of eliminating the need for exploration, you can put on your, there's a mod called Upgrade Station, and you can use it to upgrade your tools and stuff, and that's great. But the primary purpose for it that I liked was that you could make blueprints from created things. So like you could create one that was already a 507% and then turn that into a blueprint and update it. But it also saved all the settings from the S Plus transmitters, and so you could create like an advanced transmission preset and then save that, and it would always duplicate out when you created a new one off that blueprint. Alright, so for now I've got one... Oh, grapples. I should probably do some grapples too. Let's go with 10. That's a decent amount of weight there. I'm not bringing in a shotgun for this for now. I'm not 100% sure I need that. But I think for weight... Oh, let's see here. Bit of weight. Let's go with 100 of those, and we'll stick this guy. I barely use a pitchfork when I'm in here because my pitchfork is, it's good, but it's not as good as the sword, which I really should have fixed. So we'll bring that back. We're gonna use the gun instead. Alright. And it's orange over here. And there's a green. I don't need a green. Alright. Let's rock and roll. Okay, so Cave Massive. Worth noting that I'm not coming in here with the intention of actually taming anything. But if I find something I like in here, I will try it. I hear something. Ooh, wait a minute. Is that a Miggle? Let's pop a... Could have swore I heard something breathing. Yeah, it's still daytime, but not really. I don't know if that's a H. So yeah, it's only 5 something right now. Wait a minute. Southern Shores, day. Yeah, okay, so if it's gonna be like a thing where... That off. Okay, so something's in here. I can hear a few things. If you're gonna go cave exploring on your own, by the way, and not just like run and gun the whole thing, get a good set of headphones. Probably need to be a bit more cautious, but if you hear something like snoring, that's a good tame to get. If it's high enough level. These crystals are pretty cool looking. A big old cross hair there. I feel like that needs to be smaller. Pardon me for just a second. User interface, my crosshair size is a little bit large, in my opinion. Let's take that down to 4 and see what that looks like instead. It's better, but it's still kind of big. Let's take that down one more time. Again, this is one of those things where I just had it adjusted differently when I had a different laptop, and I just transferred the files over. So, 2, opacity, 80, and crosshair is yellow because this is Golden Arrows. That's my tribe name, so that's better. Right. By the way, I have been in this cave before. I am familiar with it. But I also like the exploration side of things. So let's rock and roll with that for a second. Usually kind of more inclined to stick to the sword and shield for the moment. Problem with stuff like this is like it's beneficial to have the sleeping bags dropped for respawning points. But if you put them too far up in the cave, it's really not practical because there's nothing out here yet. Wait. Hearing that breathing again. Okay, so this is the drop off. And in theory, if you wanted to, I could use my parachute to just jump that, essentially. The lava cave is kind of crazy, but I don't... I'm trying to see down there. Oh yeah, there we go, okay. I don't want to jump it at the moment because I really want to clear this out. And from an exploration standpoint, it actually just doesn't feel as much fun. So we're going to go the long way. And that atmospheric sound is just crazy. If you're watching this on your phone and not in headphones, just know that it's way better when you're there. Alright, so we got some bats and stuff down there. You can kind of see them off in the distance. As a reference point, I'll just give you... there they are. So... level 30... He's not even registering. He's there. Level 30, there's an Ankh, there's a level 105, I think I see that interface, yeah. So they're in caves, usually they'll be pretty high level. Oops. We're gonna go ahead and assume then that this is not a situation where you want to take it on up front, because I didn't bring in antidotes. You should do that. I don't have any made right now, so I didn't want to bother working on it. Right now my most valuable thing on me is the otter. Not because I can't make more, not because I don't have more, but because they are also hypothermic insulation. So let's go ahead and take on these guys. Take them on one at a time, it might be better. Let's see if we can do that. My crossbow, by the way, is my just normal arrows. I believe, and again, it's been a while, but I believe the Ankh are passive tame, so you'd have to sneak up on them, which is hard to do. Nice. Level 35. Nobody else even flinched. Cool. So if I hadn't one-shotted it, it would have aggroed, and then the rest of them would have aggroed around it. This is kind of a hard shot, not because I'm not going to hit something, but because I'm going to aggro the rest of them. So there's like 5 or 6 of them down there. Yeah, so you didn't kill it. So I gotta kill it before it comes and hits me. Because I don't want to get crazy rabies. Oh, burgers. It's a tough one. Alright, it's time for that shield and sword thing. It's a really good sword, but the shield is actually saving me right now because that 1-2 hit thing of the shield deflecting the lights. After all rabies, like I said, it doesn't matter now. I can't get that rabies. Just lower right hand corner because I have rabies. So basically now the name of the game is survive. I don't have an antidote, and the rabies lasts for nearly a minute, and you'll see that my hit points are going down. So that's where you take some counterpoints, some med brews. It's pretty much all you can do is take med brews now. Just sort of watch it, because the med brew will counterpoint or counteract the percentage value of the rabies if your fortitude is high enough. So basically anything over 50, I think. But it's not pretty. I'm just going to use my med brews. So the goal here then is to keep clearing out spaces, and then once you figure out where the most the ball. Sometimes this doesn't make any sense the way their hitboxes are for these. Okay. 5 seconds remaining, 3 seconds. We're gonna be okay here. Yeah, and now I also have, as a point of reference, those things running for health regen, so instead of wasting a health here, I'm going to slowly sneak down and see where these all come out. Okay, so there's some Dilophosaurus and some other stuff up here. By the way, now is a good time to drink a health potion. Or two. And the shield up will keep me from getting too much hit. Also, the shield will keep me from getting the spiders slow down. But I do have to hit these guys at some point, so they're all pretty high level. Oh, not just punching. There's a checkpoint right here, looks like. So they frozen me this one? Something like that. So you know what I was talking about with the shirt torso thing? So that's my... that sucks. Alright, well... By the way, if you're on your own, get a few of these berries in your pocket, because that'll immediately keep you from going into torpor phase, which you can kind of see flashing there with the stars on the right hand side. But you do have to have some water or something to counterpoint it. This won't respawn animals for a second, so I'm going to go ahead and just run back out the bug rather. If it won't glitch out on me, please don't crash. If it crashes, I'm going to have to redo some of this, but... I had wanted to go in there with hypothermic insulation from the ghillie suit. But ghillie suits are essentially not very strong, so I got hit. The ghillie suit broke right away, and that's just, it's not worth carrying that extra weight around. So we're going to go ahead and drop that one off and replace it with my armor, which is pretty good. There's some pretty good armor going on here. It's the best I could find on the island so far. Also noting how many bosses there are down there right now, or how many cave spawns there are. It's probably best just to note that, oh man, my torpor's still going up, so give me a second. That's my energy. So we're just gonna run down in here, sword drawn. Again, kind of just running in here. If you see somebody else's bed, that's usually an indicator of where a good spot is to put a cave roll, but it doesn't look like anybody's in here, or has been in here for a very long period of time. I keep hearing what sounds like breathing, so it's like I'm sure there's a cave animal in here. So, more bats. Let's just shoot him. Shoot him with a gun. See how many it takes to take out one of these. It's maybe not worth it. That took quite a few bullets just to knock them out, or take them out rather, which is why I prefer the arrows, because you can pretty much make them on the fly. The pistol was something I found in a drop, so it's not like it's great. Oop, where'd he come from? Out of nowhere. Headshot. 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 Oh, no, didn't get him. They killed him, but... Oh, there's one more. Missed. Running away, are ya? So body shot, they aren't very high level. This bat is stuck in a block. So. Oh, missed. Doggone it. That was a headshot. Did I get bit? Did not. Oh, that was a crazy. I just hit him in the wing or something. Hitbox is really loud on it. Alright, the only thing, of course, with the crossbow is it's crazy low level of damage per second. What? Oh, there's like a hitbox in the middle there. You can't actually hit them. That's annoying. Got stuck in a rock here. Get him? Ugh. Rabies sucks. There's a guy over here though. Yeah, I can't get at him. He's like stuck in there. I do have rabies, I am aware of that. I can also hear that there's something on the wall over here. Can't get at him. So... stupid. There we go. See if we can get at this Palma Scorpio that's stuck in the wall so it doesn't pop out at me from behind. Yes, he's glitched. And I can't get him, but he can get me, so that's stupid. Alright, I see a blue drop. Let's go get that real quick, see if there's anything good in it. Yeah, it's a blueprint. First cloth shirt. And a Mastercraft Ankilo saddle that I don't need. Yes, I just dropped. Let's see if it respawns again with something else. Water. I do need water. Guess I didn't really bring enough of these. Forgot I'm gonna have to my water situation here figured out. Probably gonna be the highest value thing now is water. Everybody and their brother's coming. Alright boys, let's go with normal gun for a second here. Long reach on those guys. Jeez. Alright, you know what? I'm good with that. Let's just get this guy out of here. Oh, he is just not dying. Oh, that was special. By the way, if you haven't figured it out in Ark, third person is the way to go when you're shooting actual guns. Because the reload is one thing. Like one animation, whereas if you're in single player you have to reload every individual round. Kind of stupid. So that goes for shotguns as well. You can tell I'm a big fan of the crossbow. Technically not a sniping weapon. Technically. Run away! Bring it. Yeah, this cave is kind of crazy. This is one of the reasons why, if you can, you should get yourself an otter. Because these caves are meant for like the good adventure, and that's fine, but when you get later on in the game, you really need to have multiples of all of these artifacts with you at all times in your base. If you're going to be harvesting any level of element in the island. if I remember correctly. Spotter needs to be on follow. Whistle passive, no whistle. Attack my target. And that way, as you're holding up your shield, the otter can bite things too. So we'll do that. We're just going to pull the arrows because they are valuable. I use a lot of them. And yep. That's all I needed. I think both these sides go to the same place. Oh, I've got to re-up my juice boxes here. I'm not going to have enough. I really didn't plan well for this one. I forgot how bad it gets when you're wearing flak all the time. Just as a reference point, your heat resistance is really low right now. The only reason I have that heat resistance as high as it is because I'm currently consuming stews and carrying an otter. So it's been a while since I've done this cave, but there's a lot of places you can die. If I remember correctly, going low is better than going high, but it's been a while, so as much as I like drops, and drops are cool, I don't need the drops from this. I need the artifact. So yeah, it looks like going low would have been the better option here. Unless I was intending to snipe everything. Right down there, I think, is where the artifact is. Kind of see Rockwell's underground house area there. Hang on, I'll pull out the spyglass to kind of vibe check that. So this is the area. There's a bin. See, I've been here before. I think the artifact is down in there. It's been a while. You know, the artifact is in here somewhere. Whatever. Go low. You really don't want to run everywhere in this game because you run out of stam really fast. But it also uses up your water really quick, especially in a hot environment like this. Okay, let's find this artifact and just camp out for a second. Ooh. Here, they just fell down. I think there's a prop here, so they can't actually get up here. Get the choke point. Oh, I missed. That other spider went. I don't want to go running over there and run into him, but I guess we don't have a choice. We're running out of water, so let's go get some. There he is. Come at me, bro. Still got me. Alright. I don't remember which direction is best here, so I'm going to the right. Oh, more of these guys. is clicking. The respawn time, or the reload time rather, on the shot. Our crossbow is, well, leaves something to be desired, let's put it that way. That was not a good advice. Not good. I have now contracted rabies like so many times in this cave already. If I had to do this again, I think I'd just bring antidote with me, like an astronomical amount of it. Alright. Starting to develop an immunity to the rabies. It's not true. Ooh, headshot. Look at that. Missed. Not good. Shit. We got 41, that's my that's my otter eating it. 41's not bad, I gotta tell you, Otter. Good job. Alright, so laying down because it reduces the wear and tear on the character's body and essentially just lets them like camp out for a bit. So watch your health when you're doing this. This is your way to fastest like reserve or reboost your health, and I am doing so by using those stews at the bottom there, but I'm basically just waiting for the rabies to run out. This water situation is not a good situation. And with that in mind, I know I'm not that far into the cave, but I need to tuck a sleeping bag here somewhere. Don't stick your sleeping bag in those spikes because you spawn in weird. Well, just go there for now, I guess. Used to be you could eat measure berries or tinto berries and that would also be health if I remember correctly, but that is not the case anymore. And they added all these extra berries too, which I can't really tell them having a purpose. Like Birdo berries or something, you would think they had like water or something in them, but they don't. You can use a citronelle, which is, you know, got water in it, and food. By the way, if you're looking and you're like, wow, there's a lot of stuff to harvest in here, that's because in PvP you can make your base down in here. I bet that dude didn't even notice his buddy went down. There's some babies. Let's get the babies. Oh, don't hit him. What are you doing? Oh, who's hitting you? I wasn't paying attention. That distracted me. Yeah, right now, I'm just... Somebody killed my baby. Oh no. That, there's a bat here somewhere. Get him, Otter, get him. Fine, don't get him. I just swung through it. Somebody somebody killed my baby. Does there still one down here? Oh, there's still one down here. Okay, good. Don't think my otter can take on the bats. Wish she might try. There's one down. Come on, bat. You know you want to. Ugh. Alright, cool. Now there's another baby Dilophosaur down here. And... that's ridiculous. I love it. Alright. Let's kill this guy. And feed him to this guy. There you go. Baby. You're all set. Look at you. But you are not going to follow me. You're just going to hang out there. And the reason you're gonna do that is because that's just hilarious. We'll leave you be. Oh, boogers. Where'd they come from? There's so many animals in this cave today. Are there always here? I don't remember this being random before. Maybe I just always run past them. I usually don't take my time. Time to take your time. Look around. Come on. Hey. Why am I not killing you? No more full bow or running. This is a 140 focus. No time to poke around with that guy. Oh. I think if you're watching this, you're probably like, how do you not get hit? Did just hit my... Why am I walking so slow? Webbed. That's right, I forgot. Jeez. Got stuck in the wall. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe my baby Dilophosaur made it all the way down there. I'm not naming it. If I named it, it would die. I missed that first swing. That's not good. Nice. Good job. Don't need any of that. By the way, this is really the only shield you can practically use in the game while doing this, because you can see through it. But it is okay to use a wooden one every once in a while. Come on. Okay. Sometimes those honks stuck in the wall, that's how you can like tame them. Should have done that actually. Here it comes, come it. I think he missed. Alright. Super duper. Everything's working to plan. Looks like we're still streaming. It does look like we've had a few drops. So if you're hanging out and things are still working, then awesome. Rubber banding. Oh my goodness. It wasn't rubber banding. They just hadn't rendered in animal yet. This is a crazy hard. I need some water. Hard to aim the sword when you're in third person mode. Why do they just keep spawning in rather than being visible? It's really obnoxious. It's really hard to like plan your moves. This is one of those spots where I feel like... Hey, there's another one. How are you, bro? Hey, do I have any meat? I do. Alright, all you. Good luck. Alright. They're all on attack my target, which is absurd. Stuck in the wall. See, there's so many animals are meshed in the walls. He'll eventually make his way out, but like at the most inopportune time for me, I'm sure. In the meantime, let's use the old gun here to aggro these guys. Into into a zombie, so it's a vampire predator. Oh my goodness. It's funny because this particular cave, it's hard to talk about it, so particular cave is sort of required for like a pretty low level boss battle. There you go, baby Dilophosaur, you go eat your heart out. Be more than enough in here for you. Sliding away. Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. Nice. I think there's another wild baby up here. Yep. Done. Why? I don't know. Does it matter? No. Let's go ahead, since I can hear the artifact, and I remember this to be a really sketchy area. Hey, look at that. My other baby has survived. Wait, is that the artifact? Yeah, it's over there. Okay. How do I go over there? Also, I'm dying of water. Thirst. Dying of lack of water. Need to get over to that section. I have a grappling hook I'm going to use right now. I don't want to deal with this, but... so my grappling hook is still attached to the wall. Yeah. How do I decouple it? Come on, man. There we go. Okay. That was weird. It wasn't working for some reason. Alright, so we're going to want to go up there. But right now, we're going to need to put some time into my character's health. So health is reasonably low. Let's get in some food. I'm going to drop a bag right next to the artifact, just in case. I think that's one of the last bags I have. Alright, here we go. Here goes nothing. Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge. Figures I wouldn't have my grapple on. And my animal's gonna die. That sucks. And all my stuff is there, and my grapples, and everything. But I'm right by the edge. So there's hope. Alright, let's go hit one of those sleeping bags on the inside. I think they're in order, so I think it's this one. I jumped too soon. Alright, well, thankfully, other than what's sleeping, useless. Great. Okay, well, at least I know I'm headed in the right direction. This cave tends to respawn things rather quickly, so let's get cruising into this fudge buckets. I just didn't even notice it. Oh my goodness, John. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Alright. That's no good at all. Alright, one last go of it, but this means my body bag, the bag that indicates where my body is, isn't going to be accurate. In fact, I've kind of lost. This game has been breaking for me, and this is going to suck because I did have a lot of things in there that were of kind of high value. Oh, my cat. Come on, cat. What are you doing? Hi, kitty. I love you. Can you go over there, please? Hey, you. Hey, you. Oh. She's trying to comfort me because she knows I lost something. She doesn't understand it. Yeah, there you go. Go in there. Yeah. Everything's fine, cat. I'm just talking to myself. Alright, so this is where I just was. And I went over here, I think. She just came over to check out, make sure I was okay. Just really cute. But also... fudge. Okay, so if I think I'm SOL on the bag though. What are you doing? Yeah, there used to be a way to like retrieve bodies out of like. See, there's the last death, but the previous death is in there too. And right now I can't see it, and I don't have any grapples anyways. Shoot. Well, this is a bit of a wash. Or was it here that I died? No. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, because I had set a bag here somewhere, right? And either way. Disregard, grab this thing and get out of there. Alright, so I think somewhere in there is where my character died. But clearly not going to be a practical thing for me to retrieve now. And that means this entire cave diving situation is a bit of a wash because I needed that gear in order to do this. And now that my cat is pretty sure that I am upset, I'm not going to get anything done. So let's get out of this cave. Let's get out of here. And we'll just leave all of those. She figured out I was okay. Well, that's why I have backup orders on the bug, because I don't want to lose the, oh shoot, what was I thinking? Don't run in this cave, this is bad. Oh, buggers, can I even go this way? I forgot. Can't go this way, this is why I had the grapples. Shut up, you gotta go that way? Mark, I hate you sometimes. Make my life difficult. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here, because not my favorite thing to be running right now, particularly in this area. Particularly unprotected. Run, run, run. You can do it, old man. Get out of this cave. Go, little man, go. Keep hearing things in the walls. It's driving me bonkers. Oh. Oh, this is the wrong way. Oh no. Oh, I'm not dead. Please, please don't be dead. Let me out of your stupid webs. Oh, I hate the webs. Oh, no, I'm dead. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, balls. I have no recourse but to come out at that bed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is why I created the bed in the first place. Well, I feel like the last time I did this cave and I attempted to stream it, this was effectively the same outcome. I do not have it in me right now to do that immediately. And since I lost the artifact and I lost the will to live, running into a freaking tree because I'm not paying attention. Let's go get my bug. And head back to the barn because I can't, oh wait a minute, hang on. I have that bed there. What do I have in here? I have a water tank. Let's take the water tank. Nothing in here. Yeah, don't take anything else. Just the water. Let's see if we can, because we were not terribly far from the entrance when we got hit there. Let's see if we can get that bag that I dropped and then just head out with that. And yeah, that's not that far away. Head in the right direction, maybe? I think so. Man, things respawn so quickly in this game. Get out! No! Oh, he's getting hit! Why am I stuck? I'm stuck on something. Oh, this is a bad idea. This is so bad. This is such a bad idea. Oh. No. Such a bad idea. And now I can't respawn. I gotta wait. Shoot. Hey, did it put me back on the beach right where I wanted to be? Wouldn't that be fantastic? I guarantee that is not what happened. Hang on, where am I actually? It's not too far, I guess, but... Well, see, that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna do that particular map, or that particular, spot, you pretty much have to bring along a friend because they need to stay separated out into the space so as to make those animals not respawn. There really isn't a good way to do this particular harvesting of artifacts in mass without having an extra body or two, just because this cave system is so spread out. Like, it's very long. It's a long cave. And because of that, the distance from the beginning to the end being so far apart, it doesn't spawn block like it should. Like, some of the other caves, even like Strong, for example, you can go into the back corner there and just camp out, essentially. And it's not until you get right up to the front lobby that things have respawned. And if you can put somebody up in the front lobby and then run your characters back to the back, three-man team, you can pretty much harvest all of the strong artifacts you possibly need for the entire game if you do it all at once. So yeah. All that to say, though, if you name your otters, it is guaranteed that you will die while caving on your own. So that is no fun. And because this is essentially not going to be the fantastic harvesting of artifacts that I thought it was going to be for today, I'm going to head back to the barn and check on the condition of our two babies there, see if they've got enough meat, and then I'm going to have to call it for the day, because this is the amount of time that I have for streaming. So yeah, well, it is what it is, I guess. This is something too that I understand why they did it, but they sort of borked the entire system by doing so. By slowing down all of the animals on the arc, essentially making them not speed levelable. That happened a long time ago with most of the flyers, but then recently with these Rhino-Nathas, these used to be like 1.5 times faster than every other animal on the Ark, and now they're not. There's no... I think they realized that it was making it so that people who had these could maneuver new players for getting drops and stuff, and that's great, that's fine to like nerf it, I guess, but just made it really stupid for endgame, because now for things like this, for example, like you would think they would want people to go into those caves over and over again, but now because of the amount of time that it takes to get to all these places, it sort of eliminates the fun of going in and out. By the way, I heard somebody shooting right there, and I don't know who it is. But, anyways, all that to say is I've got to go rebuild some stuff because I can't go in there naked, and all of my good gear was just killed. So it sucks because, you know, the lava thing, I get the physics of it, but it's unfortunate because right now, somewhere in that lava bed, my stuff is sitting there for the next 10 minutes. And it's just like in the back of my mind that you could go get it. You should just go get it. But you can't. You can't go get it. So that's the side of Ark that's no fun. Doesn't happen to me very often anymore, and I was just not paying attention there. I should have used my grapples. By the way, unfortunately, as much as people are giving Ark hard time, I think there are some weird things, the graininess and stuff that's kind of weird, but man, I just gotta hand it to them. This map with I don't even think I need to hand it to the Ark devs as much as the Unreal Engine. It is fantastic looking compared to previous editions, and it's just a really pleasant experience when you're flying around in Ark, and there's just all this beauty that is created because of the high polygon count it's capable of now. Yeah, it just looks really cool, and I get it. There's other games out there that look way better. Somebody's shooting. What the heck is that sound? Oh, it's not shooting, it's something else. Alright, well, this is one of our neighbors. Obviously we are allied with our neighbors as much as possible. Super duper. Currently freezing up here because I don't have my gear on. Also, this bug has decided to not make it all the way to base because I took some time to look around. There's a base from above. I don't need a lot more. I just need to get down to the base. Well, that was no fun for me, personally. I mean, it was fun, but it was no good. Let's see how we're doing over here. Juvenile Rex. Get Cuddles in. Tintoberry, huh? Might be able to do that. So let's do Tintoberry. Yeah, we'll just pull one. Boop. Boop. Easy peasy. Look at that. That's our server settings. It's also this. So there's still some meat in there, but that's a juvenile, so they're eating out of the bin now. Also juvenile. On the weekends, the Stomping Grounds server has Discord options where you can pay for boosts, and somebody has obviously done that. This should be enough for those to grow up, though. Even though they're only at 15%, roughly. But that, I think, just because of my time investment in this game and what I have left to do, and the fact that I'm entirely naked now, I think I'm gonna have to respec and recreate all my gear I have a whole set there, but I don't want to use that set. I want to have duplicates of it. That's the set I use for battling the boss battles, and I need to have an extra just in case, so I'm gonna have to rebuild a little bit here. But either way, this has been a good stream. My name is Zonix, and you can call me Old John. This is the character's name. And yeah, if you like this and you want to tell me that you like it, show it up, like comment on it, I suppose, and like and subscribe as always. Thanks so much for watching me play Ark